Ever wondered about the many ways we describe speed and movement in English? Well, today we're going to explore some common collocations that do just that. First up, we have a top speed of, which refers to the maximum speed. For example, the cheetah can reach a top speed of 60 miles per hour. Next we have at breakneck speed. This means moving very fast and often in a dangerous way. For instance, they drove at breakneck speed to reach the hospital. Moving on to in slow motion, we use this to describe something happening very slowly, almost as if you're watching a video in slow motion, like, he watched the vase fall to the ground in slow motion. Then we have in slow-moving traffic. It's a phrase we often use to describe a traffic situation where vehicles are moving very slowly. For example, she was stuck in slow-moving traffic for hours. Next is slow to a crawl, which means to move or happen very slowly. We could say, the traffic slowed to a crawl. Our next collocation is came to a standstill. This means to stop completely. For instance, the city came to a standstill during the snowstorm. Now, in an unhurried manner. This phrase implies criticism of someone moving slowly. You might say he walked in an unhurried manner despite being late. A leisurely breakfast is next. This is a relaxed, slow meal, usually in the morning. For example, they enjoyed a leisurely breakfast on the balcony. Then, painfully slow. This describes something that is so slow it's almost painful. Like, the process was painfully slow. Next, we have gather or pick up speed, which means to start moving faster. For instance, the train began to gather speed. Take a shortcut is up next. This means to follow a path that is quicker and shorter than the usual one. For example, he decided to take a shortcut through the park. Make or take a detour is our next collocation. This means to go a different or indirect route. We might say, we had to take a detour due to the roadworks. Next, steer the conversation. This means to control the direction of a conversation, like, she managed to steer the conversation away from her personal life. Then we have turn something upside down. This means to cause disorder or confusion. For instance, the sudden change in plans turned our schedule upside down. Finally, go astray. This means to get lost. For example, my luggage went astray during my flight. So there you have it, 15 collocations related to speed and movement. We've covered everything from a top speed of to go astray. Remember, using these collocations can make your English sound more natural and fluent. So why not give them a try in your next conversation?